What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup today, Maple Finance. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. Here we are at about 30 cents right now. 8 hours left in the day, bouncing off the overbought zone, and we're in a situation now. It's kind of precarious where if we close here, if we stop here, we do have somewhat of a triple top. We will have higher highs in the closing price, lower highs in the RSI. That will be bearish divergence. We could be getting set up for some kind of a pullback, and that's fine. The rest of crypto is kind of pulling back, consolidating. I have noticed that syrup seems to move up when everything else moves down. It seems to do its best work. It's a very volatile coin, very tradable. It's actually been very, very tradable recently. I mean, imagine if you just sold at this price and bought back even at like 24 cents. You didn't catch the absolute high, didn't catch the absolute low. That's a 17% drop. You could have sold here, bought back there, sold here, bought back there, sold here again. That's three tradable events right there. It's not bad. And maybe it goes higher, maybe it doesn't. But let's actually look at that right now. I think from a high to a low here, high to a low, you're finding, oh wow, you're consolidating between your 1618 and your 1272. This is very powerful consolidation indeed. You could go a little bit lower, being that you found resistance here. Maybe you come down and find support at the 27 cent area at your 1414. That purple, that pink line right there. And then make your way toward 40 to 44 cents. You guys, you're at 30 cents now. I think you are. I think you are going to make your way up higher pretty soon. What just happened? Something. 41 billion influx for BTC investment funds. Well, that's cool. Sounds like a headline. Let's look at the short-term time frames and go from there. Okay, let's look at this on a 1 hour time frame real quick. 1 hour time frame, RSI looks super bullish. Super bullish. Yeah, let's look at this on Coinbase. Very bullish. Yes, I like this kind of consolidation. It looks good. It actually does look pretty good. Wow, giving me a bit of a different perspective here. Yeah, that 4 hour looks a little bit nastier though. That double top is looking real, man. Here it is. Yeah. Okay, so not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Ooh, it's not making it easy. 3 hours, 57 minutes left. You know, we did close the last candle red, which does validate the idea that we have this bearish divergence here. It'd be 1, 2, 3 highs, right? So that's 2 drives of bearish divergence, double bearish divergence. And that would be good for move all the way down to here, I would think. And if we were to see some kind of move that was all the way down to here, what you'd be doing effectively is you'd be having a double top and then breaking below this nipple here. You probably don't stop there. You'd probably go lower, would be my assumption, if you were to go lower. But you're in a situation right now where if in the next 3 hours, 57 minutes, if this 4 hour candle closes green, if you're closing higher than this one and volume's coming in, you'll be in the overbought zone, not rejecting it. And you could really fly, man. I mean, you could be, the difference here is like, we're talking about, you're at 30 cents going to 22 cents or lower, or 30 cents going to 40 cents or higher. You know what I mean? The difference is pretty big. What you're going to do here, I think, determines that for sure. But I don't know. Looking at it here, my assumption would be, just looking at it, if you were breaking out, you would have broken out. You had the volume, but you didn't break out the next 4 hour candle. That's 4 hours is not a lot of time, but it's enough time. You closed, you rejected at the overbought zone. You've got these lower highs coming in succession. You had a nice move up already, and you haven't really cooled off too much from that. I'm thinking, yeah, you haven't really cooled off. I mean, you cooled off a little bit, but not too much. I'm thinking you pull back. Let's look at the low to high. What's this say? Low to high. If you were to pull back, could you go all the way down to 19.4 cents? That's a big drop, man. That's 35%. I've seen a couple of coins with these kind of expectations in mind. I mean, it's possible. You could drop 35%. I just have a hard time seeing that because what? Bitcoin's going to drop like, what, 5%? Less than that? 2%? How are you going to drop 35%? I just don't see it happening. Wicked volatility does occur. It's just hard for me to get my head around. Maybe you don't find resistance there, or maybe you don't find support there. Maybe you find support somewhere else. Let me look at this through another scope and see if we can better define this. Because you are finding resistance. I'm on Coinbase. I want to be on this one, so I have more history. Yeah. From a high to a low here. I just wanted the volume on Coinbase. That's why. If you were to go below 24 cents, you wouldn't stop until 19.3 to 17.6 cents. And that from the low to the high would be your respective 382 right there. Okay, yes, I like that. Okay, so hold these lows. Don't go below these lows. Yes? As of now, I'm curious to see if that happens. It's definitely curious because double top double top scenario like this coming down, if you break below that, all I can tell you is you're not going to stop just below it. You're probably going to keep going. That'd be kind of dramatic, but I just don't see that happening for syrup. Just because I don't see it happening doesn't mean it can't happen. You do have lower lows in your 4-hour RSI with higher lows here. Man, I think this top is just tricky right now because it hasn't resolved itself. Okay, so my expectations are, I know I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off. My expectations right now are that you do not go below these lows, but you're not ready yet to break out to new highs. If I'm wrong, then by the time some of you watch this, 3 hours 54 minutes from now on this the 16th hour of the day of the 14th here, if this is green, if we close green like this, then just understand we're going to 40 cents. Okay, if I'm wrong in what I'm about to say, understand that the next target area is 40 cents. Where do we derive that from? If we take this high here to this low here, and you see the consolidation phase that you're in, right, between the 1618 and the 1272, you're consolidating here. That's your next target, 40 to 44 cents. You might even push through that and go to 55 cents, 73 cents. 73 is the maximum of this secondary target zone here, okay? You're at the maximum of your primary target zone. Once you break that, you'll go likely to 40 to 44 cents. I do think that you would stop there. And I wouldn't think that you just push on all the way up to 73 cents. Inevitably you will, but just being aware of your kind of next target zone there. But if I'm right, and I'm not wrong, if I'm right, then my assumption would be instead what you'll see is some kind of a pullback, probably down to about 25 cents, 24 cents, somewhere in that area there, getting ready to move up over the next week, not this week necessarily, right? Maybe we'll consolidate over the weekend, and then next week that'll be the week to move up. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. After a lot of scratching of the head, here we are at 30 cents now. If you're looking to get into some Maple Finance, I think you'll have an opportunity below 25 cents one more time if you wait. And it'll probably come over the next day or two is my assumption. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I want to look at the 15-minute and do the 1 hour again. The 15-minute to me looks pretty damn bullish. Lower lows, higher lows. It's very bullish. This consolidation phase does look pretty good. I mean, it does look good. I will say it does look good. 1 hour time frame, it also looks good. I'm curious to see. You know what? I'll tell you what, man. If by the end of the day we have some progress going up higher, I'll make another video on syrup, talking about where it's going to go, and we'll go from there. Because I'm pretty convinced that we're going to go lower, but I'm a bit perplexed right now. I don't know. I could very well be wrong. This is one of those moments where really, I mean, flip a coin, heads or tails. It could be either. I really don't know, but my assumption, I'm sticking with it, will be to the downside, and that resides primarily on what I'm seeing in the charts, but also what I'm expecting from the rest of the market. So we'll see how it goes. You're also at a resistance point here. You found resistance before, and it is your golden ratio, your golden extension. I think if you were to break out, you would have done so already, but time will tell. Sometimes you do lag these things a little bit. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I know that this is just one big kind of like, I don't know what you're going to do session, but I genuinely don't. I think we'll see. If you get above 32 cents, we'll see at 40 cents. If not, over the next 4 hours, you're probably going to go then, and not over 4 hours, but if you don't make any moves higher over the next 4 hours, then likely over the coming days, you will make strides back down to 24 cents or around there. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.